Okay, everyone, this is our daily guidance for March 17th. March 17th, which is another family member's birthday. So happy birthday to you. I hope this is a wonderful, blessed day for you. Let's get into our affirmation. I turn my dreams into actionable plans and execute them with passion. I turn my dreams into actionable plans and execute them with passion. I turn my dreams into actionable plans and execute them with passion. May you execute your plans for your dreams with passion today. Let's get into our numerology. We're going to start with the numerology for the day. And let's do the general numerology, and we'll follow that up with the numerology for the United States. So today's numerology is going to be 2. And if you're keeping up with me, numerologies are sequential, right? 1 through 9, and they start over. The different aspects of it involve the other energies that you find within your astrology, as well as the energy that you find within the moon. So that impacts the overall 2 energy. The 2 energy in general is about relationship building. And again, this is all relationships, partnerships. This is about peace, right? This is about duality. That's on the good side. It is also about teaching. The other side of the 2 energy that you have to be careful about is the destruction of relationships, because someone is so intent on forming their partnership that they're willing to destroy another partnership that someone has. So be careful of that energy. We're going to stick with the high vibration of the 2 because I want you to walk in the high vibration of the 2. And I want you to use this day as a day to elevate the world, to teach, to support one another, to share knowledge, to share experiences, to uplift your partnerships. And since it is a 9 year, we can also see the breakdown of partnerships from a global standpoint. So be aware that you might see some more information revealed about partnerships no longer working, country to country, state to state, that kind of energy. On a good side, new partnerships are formed, right? Hopefully those new partnerships will benefit the whole, which is the goal. Okay. Let's get into the other. When I look at the energy, I don't always tell you guys this, but the individual day holds a certain amount of energy that's different from the complete attitude energy. The individual day is about power and business. So when you take that 8 day and you combine that with the 2, this is a very good day for business partnerships. This is a very good day for those who are working together in business to see success and take their business to another level. And understand, when I say business, your life is a business as well, not just business and finances. And you can conduct your life as a business to a way to where your life becomes a measure of success. All right. Let's look at the numerology for the United States, because the United States is operating on a different energy system than the rest of the world is. And so the energy, the numerology for the United States is actually 4. So we got to take that in context of the 2 energy and the 9 energy. The 4 energy by itself is about building, right? Hard work, diligence, right? But it's also can be the other side of laziness or dogmatic thinking, forcing people to do hard work, to do hard labor. So that's the energy associated with the United States today. So on one side, the hard worker is the person who works to get things done and get things done the right way. The other side is the person who's working hard at taking shortcuts just to make sure the job gets done. Which energy shows up depends upon who's in the different leadership aspects, right? It is also combined with that 2 energy and the 8 energy. The 8 energy is normally the energy associated with great business, but by the same token, it can be associated with greed and selfishness. So someone can be working really hard to develop relationships to become more greedy, which means obtain more than what they really need. So they could be working for themselves. Understand that? Okay. That energy might be put on display in the United States in various industries today. The general horoscope for today is organize and prioritize tasks to manage a busy period. Self-discipline is key. Take breaks to maintain harmony. The colors of the day: green, blue, gray, turquoise, and light brown. Let's look at what the moon is doing today, because the moon always has an influence on everyone, right? So for March 17th, the moon jumps to Scorpio. Now, again, the Scorpio energy in general, which is moved by Mars, is a very fiery energy. But Scorpio energy is not all bad. A lot of people think of it as bad because it's associated with poison, which, of course, it does bring about poisonous things, right? Things that cause your life to not go as well as you want it to go. However, there's a good side of the Scorpio in that the Scorpio is going to work hard, which is in association with the four, which is also associated with business because Scorpio is really good in business. So the moon being good in business on one side is actually good. Now, I have to tell you that the moon is ruled by a feminine energy that is just so happen most of the time. Let me say most of the time. That just so happens to get along okay with the masculine Mars energy that actually rules Scorpio, right? So that means that they kind of can work in conjunction to where a person who is completely has Scorpio in a particular area of their house might see some favorable activity in that area of their house today. So you have to check your horoscope, your astrology chart, and to see where that is. Now, remember, I do Vedic astrology, different from Western astrology, considered the most accurate astrology. So, this is an essential phase when serious decisions are to be made. Remember, Scorpio is an actual serious type energy, get things done, no nonsense kind of energy. And then the thing is that don't be afraid to make decisions because of things that you don't know. And that sometimes happen with this energy because you don't know everything and you can be a little cautious because you want to get it right. Think on it for a moment, pray on it, meditate on it, and then make the decision, right? And move forward. The other thing is don't take any risky decisions because the Scorpio energy says there's some things that are hidden that can harm. Remember, that side is always there. So if you think that a decision that you're making comes with great risk, like you might lose a lot of money, today is not the day to do it. All right. Let's get into our astrology for the day. And we start with so much energy in the first house, and it's in the first house, being associated with Pisces, been associated with the sun, Mercury, Venus, everybody together, North Node. And three of these energies are retrograde, which means this is not a particularly good day for one, the body, for two, the mind space. It's not necessarily the best day for you to make the utmost important decision because there's a lot of other energies at play. And there's a lot of your thought processes may not be exactly on point. Your what you see value in might not be exactly on point. There might be a lot of secret things happening that are going to come up later on in the day. So if you start out at 8 o'clock in the morning and you think you know what's happening, by 2 o'clock you realize something else is happening. The sun is there. The sun is obviously a good energy. The sun just so happens to get along with all of these energies. So the sun can be like, oh, hey, I'm going to go for a run. I'm going to go take care of my body, but yet and still neglect some of the mental things that you have to do in business. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of you have to pick which energy you're going to give your attention to today. Now, the other thing is relationships and your personal partnership with someone of a love interest. There's secrets that are going to be revealed or things that you don't necessarily know. Some of this could be a person is planning something for you, right? They're trying to surprise you and you take that the wrong way. Okay, so it's not necessarily bad, but there are secrets going on, right? This could be somebody even trying to plan a proposal and you just getting all upset and into your feelings. Okay. So this means that you have to stop and evaluate what's happening with the other person before jumping to conclusions. All right. Um, Light is being shined on your eighth house or the eighth house for the world today. And so there's some light being shined on some health. And let's see, I would say there's been some light shined on a spiritual leader's health today on the 17th. So you might expect some news about that. let's fast forward the time a little bit and see what happens as the day goes on. Looks like the energy shifts as the day goes on. By the time the night comes around, you're gonna you're definitely gonna have some focus on things that are happening with your electronics. So you might have later on in the day by the work day, might have some issues with your computer, might have some issues with logins, might have some issues with some type of program that you're using, might not work exactly the way you need for it to work. Okay. And I think that's all we have for you guys. I hope this day goes well for you. Make the most of it. Always know that these are energies and you just work with the energy that you're given. Okay. Make the energy work for you in the best way possible. Until next time, be well.